to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Titans coming in at 9-6, going up against the Vikings, who come in at 11-4.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Detroit! All right, now, look at set, 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Back in Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Over. Leopard.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go. White, 90.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Strong right. Come on, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. This time to the tailback. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Here we go. Flex round.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Can't fault the offensive line for that incompletion at all. He had all day to throw the football. Their alarm clocks went off early today, didn't they?
Absolutely they did. He was surveying, finally let it go, but incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Right. Here we go. 190.
They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously, the players and coaches, it's just with them a palpable bunch right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Green, 39.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually obtain that first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Come on,
second down. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Sua Cravens. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Let's go! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Here we go! Brand 38!
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go! Flex round! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Here we go! What? 90! Four down. What? 90! Ohio! 99!
Back to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They're going to look to throw. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch him rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. Give him 30 yards there. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Back to Philly! Here we go! Back to Philly! Here we go!
On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
To throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Let's go. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round. Watch twins. Watch twins.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Let's go. Red 38. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go. What? 90. What?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Let's go. Red 38. Everyone's got Red 38. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
They come out here in the eye.
Flex round.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on second and goal. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Ohio. Ohio. We got 4 down. 4 down. Flex round. Flex round. Jam. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Time running out here on the play clock. He'll look to throw here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. On now is the Titans punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second and 5.
Watch tight end. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
The play clock's running down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Keep it tight end. All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hurry up. Here we go.
On 1st down, they're going option left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bucky Hodges, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gilbert. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gilbert. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Back to throw now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
He'll drop to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee you that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, This is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll set up a throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Instead of making them earn it on fourth, they jump and give them the first.
I love the way you just phrased that. Didn't really have to earn it, did they? Bad discipline on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go. What? None. What? None.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They got to have 6 here. It's third and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. They got to have 6 here. It's third and goal. Back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Ohio.
Play clock winding down. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Here we go now!
They run with Logan. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Now let's go. Philly, here we go.
They run again with Logan. And some room to work. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Leopard. All right, here we go. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
This is Logan. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Leopard. Leopard. Here we go now. Leopard. Leopard.
And they'll run it here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12.
Leopard. Here we go now. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big gain of 31 on third down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.